Since the dawn of motion pictures, horror movies have shocked audiences with spectacular deaths, but it wasn't until the arrival of the slasher genre that these gruesome scenes truly became an art form. In this spine-chilling countdown, we'll dive into the top 10 unique horror movie kills. From masked maniacs to supernatural entities and hidden psychopaths, these iconic deaths are sure to send shivers down your spine. So, grab your popcorn and a cozy blanket, and let's explore the most unforgettable kills in horror history. Starting the list with number 1, The Nurse, Exorcist III. The Exorcist III is a worthy sequel that arrives nearly 2 decades after the first one and features an incredible jump scare. The most well-known scene in the film features spectators watching a nurse perform rounds in a hospital. It is a very homey scene that gives viewers a deceptive sense of security and peace. About the time we ask ourselves why we are watching this, a cloaked figure appears from a locked door and chases the nurse. A still camera and almost a minute of silence set against the horrifying sound of a screaming camera make for a brilliantly staged scene. The contrast is masterfully done, guaranteed to give viewers a shiver of fear. Number 2, Timothy Young, Saw III. The statement Saw III is trying to make is that, out of all the gory deaths in the series, this one is the one that makes us look away in disgust. Timothy Young hit and killed Dylan while driving drunk and was targeted by Jigsaw in response. He is put inside the rack, an evil machine that slowly twists his limbs. The unspeakable agony that Timothy is experiencing is expertly portrayed by actor Mfo Koaho, and those snapping noises are enough to make anyone shudder. One of the scariest horror movie deaths ever is the result of a depraved imagination mixed with fantastic acting and vulgar sound design. Number 3, Glenn Lance, A Nightmare on Elm Street. When Johnny Depp made his film debut in A Nightmare on Elm Street, he went out in a bloody geyser. In the film, Johnny Depp portrays Nancy Thompson's boyfriend, Glenn Lance. After falling asleep while watching TV, Glenn is taken into Freddy Krueger's bed by him, who twists reality to fit his needs. We are not even allowed to show what happens next, but it certainly leaves a huge mess. Among the most iconic and memorable images in horror film history is the blood geyser. The fact that this death scene leaves a lot to the viewer's imagination is what makes it so effective. Where was Glenn taken? Maybe we shouldn't know. Number 4, Beth O'Brien, The Descent. Neil Marshall's cramped horror film centers on Sarah Carter, a widow and mother of a daughter. Sarah goes spelunking with her friends, Beth O'Brien among them, to help her forget the tragedy. A gang of ruthless animals ambush the group inside the cave, and Beth gets hit in the neck with a pickaxe after unintentionally frightening Juno. Fearing for her life, she finds the severely injured Beth later, and Sarah uses a rock to end her life. It is a very painful scene to watch, as Beth begs Sarah to take her life while she is bleeding and weak. Excellent makeup and performances together create a real feeling of panic. And finally, number 5, Jack Goodman. The movie starts with Jack and David being hunted by the Yorkshire Moors, and the werewolf attacks Jack and viciously mauls him after a fake jump scare, making the audience uneasy. The realism of the scene is what makes it so terrifying. An American werewolf in London. Who knew that one of the scariest films of the 1980s could be directed by Animal House director John Landis? Jack's body is completely torn to shreds, leaving his corpse a bloody mess, and his spine-tingling screams are filled with convincing pain and fear. Arguably one of the scariest animal attack scenes in movie history, supernatural or not, the scene plays on our innate fear of big, dangerous animals. And this takes us to the end of this one. Comment below the horror scene that you love the most, and for more such videos, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get an update every time we upload new videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.